So there's this narrative that Smokey and Will are trying to spin that I somehow doxed myself, which you can't really do that. Let's talk about it. What is up, you heathens and demons, you sinners and saints, you beautiful, blasphemous bastards. Welcome back to the Raging Atheist. I am your boy, Nakasuchi. And today I want to talk about the icky taint and, the problem of not paying attention to him, not paying attention to the narrative he's spinning. And I have to get past that. And I do think I need to address some of the things that he tries to put out there in justification of some of the things that he's done, especially now that he's trying to save face in the Christian community. So, I've been covering recently him trying to call my workplace. I've shown the justifications. I've shown how they have said that I have doxed myself throughout all of this. But let's check it out.
Anyway, shall we proceed? This is my little put together. I edited this together to be able to be reference material to basically just tell the whole tale from beginning to end about where it began with not the full beginning, but at least this saga around the whole him claiming we doxed him.
Back when the world was new.
This is telling the full tale and pointing out the receipts of how he's a contradictory, double-speaking, lying, narrative-spinning, fake news spewing, moronic scumbag who's attempting to manufacture victim status points, much like Jussie Smollett.
So I spoke of the problem of not paying attention to Smokey and Will, especially when they devote so much of their time to talking about me. And that is that these narratives get out there with really not too much response from myself. And it's purely a narrative. And Smokey says he wants to tell the whole tale, or that he is telling the whole tale, that I clearly doxed myself. Well, he's leaving out months and months of shit. And he has shown me that I should create timelines, my perceptions of the events, cover them as they happened. And I'm going to start doing that. So I'm going to create a new playlist. I'm going to call it Timelines. It's not going to just be Smokey Sane. It'll also be Matt Powell. But I'm going to create timelines of these two major beefs, how they transpired, all the things that happened, as much as detailed as I can make them. So I have to say, Smokey, as you're spinning your bullshit, trying to cover your ass, well, you've inspired me to really put it all together. And I'm going to devote a lot of my time to really exposing that ass.
And just like every dumb, dim-witted leftist, he's not exactly very good at it. Now we've caught him with, yes, as Will so poignantly put it, basically with his dick in the neighbor dog. And so we're going to expose it today, and we're going to show you guys, yes, indeed, the tale, the story of exactly all that this actually is and how desperate Knock is to just manufacture victim status when really nothing has been done to him at all. Actually, other than making fun of the things that he himself has publicly put out there and advertised with pride. Boy, he regrets some of that, that's for sure.
Now, this is the epitome of straight bullshit. For Smokey to sit there and say, well, nothing's happened to me at all. It's all, it takes me back to Will Kincaid saying it's all for the laughs. It's just a joke. Well, no, Smokey. 4 months before I revealed my identity, you were calling me by my real name. For months, you were talking about my child, myself, talking about the mother of my child, calling her a crack whore, calling her some detestable woman. For months, you were doing that. But we'll talk about that in a little bit.
So let's take a gander at the edited material that Smokey has put together. And yes, this will be uploaded on the main channel in its entirety by itself. Well, this thing and also this stream, but also this thing by itself, so that it can be used as future reference material to point out when Nock is trying to be a lying, narrative spinning scumbag. So here we go. Once upon a time, Nakasuchi invited the whole world to come view his personal Facebook page and fully doxed himself to the whole world, proclaiming his lack of fear for himself and his daughter despite past death threats.
Now, as I just said, I revealed myself at the end of a long stream with Smokey Saint in the side chat trolling. After months upon months of him using my real name, talking about my kid, talking about my kid's mom, and in a moment of frustration, which I don't regret at all, I revealed my real name. I said that I would open up my Facebook page to some people that wanted to come there. And I've done so. Mainly atheists, but also Christians. And most have been respectful. In fact, the only people that haven't been respectful are Will Kincaid's shit-stained crew. And the people that got onto my Facebook page through that. You know, like that EMC dude. He was a total douchebag. And I didn't realize what his real name was, so he escaped my attention for 2 months. For 2 months, I was deciding on whether or not to block him just because he's insane. And then I realized who it was. So for months before that, he was using my real name. He was talking about my family, talking about my kid, riling up his audience against me and my child. Now, he's referring to death threats. I got death threats. But in that stream, when I revealed myself, I said I had felt comfortable for a year. I hadn't gotten any death threats in a year. But also, my real name is Ronnie Tate. The second. I'm the second. I'm not a junior. I'm the second. And I shouldn't have to hide that. I shouldn't have to pretend to be somebody else. Just because some Christians are fucking crazy and might do me harm. Christians don't put themselves in danger, do they, when they reveal their real names? Now, the internet is a crazy place. I would, if I could, take it all back and probably never reveal my identity. But then, when I publish this first book, and hopefully it'll be the first of many, this is autobiographical. This is how I came to be an atheist. But, I would like to write books on atheism, on God. I feel I got a good 20, 30 years at least. So I want to use that time wisely. Maybe create a bit of a legacy. And I would want to use my real name. So while I did it in a moment of anger, and I did it in a moment of frustration, it's ultimately something that I would have done myself, proudly, without any provocation, because I shouldn't have to hide myself. I shouldn't have to be ashamed of who I am. I am me, warts and all. And I'll continue to be me, warts and all. But I'll just show you real quick what I'm talking about. I'm gonna fucking do something stupid right now.
Hold on here.
No, I'm gonna do something really stupid right now because I am just fucking sick of this shit. So my name ain't Nakasuchi, it's Ronnie. And it's not just Ronnie. Yeah. It's Ronnie Tate the motherfucking second. I live in Battle Creek, Michigan.
And any motherfucker that wants to come to Battle Creek, Michigan and fuck with me or my daughter are going to experience a motherfucking life of hell. So come here now, bitch.
So that's when I revealed my name. And I chose to reveal my name. I didn't reveal any of my family members' names. I didn't reveal where I work. I revealed my name. And everybody already knew I lived in Battle Creek, Michigan. I invited people, if they wanted to follow me on Facebook, that they could. But I had the choice of decide who follows me on Facebook. I don't accept every friend request. But I did open it up back then for people to follow me. I actually spoke of this in my conversation with Will. Will was one of the first. Probably before I even opened it up to anybody else. So like this whole narrative that they're trying to spin, that I'm somehow promoting lies of their attempts to dox me. No, this is all documented truth. And real quick, I'll just kind of give you a little taste. This happened on July 20th, 2020. Now, I revealed my real name after months of Smokey using my real name, talking about my kid, all that stuff I said, on September 11th, 2020. September 11th, 2020. This comes just one little clip of many that I could find. This comes on July 20th, 2020. Well, that's a couple months before September.
I have to admit, I don't think I like doing videos on him all the time, because seriously, we are talking about some okay, Ronnie himself is pretty low class, but then he also goes and finds people who are potentially even lower class than him.
You see, the problem of ignoring Smokey and Will is that they get to spin a narrative. And yeah, not a lot of people watch it, but enough do. And if you say a thing enough, well, people believe it. Especially if there's no response from the other side. No, I didn't dox myself. I revealed my real name after months of frustration at a Christian revealing my real name. At a Christian talking about my child. At a Christian calling the mother of my child a crack whore when the mother of my child nor my child have anything at all to do with this. So this narrative, Smokey and Will want to put out there, hey, we did no wrong, it's all been funny, and, not just doxed himself. It's complete bullshit. And if you believe it, you're a fucking idiot. But I know I should probably show it. So I'm going to make this new series. I'm going to devote a lot of time to breaking it down as best as I can. A lot of it happened on Smokey's channel. Some of it happened on Will's channel. We'll see if they start deleting videos as I get through it. And as well, I'm going to cover and try to timeline the Matt Powell shit. But I'm no longer going to allow these fuckers to spin a narrative and not respond to it. And that means I'm probably going to have to start watching their shit again. Who knows? Maybe I'll even hop into a Smokey Saint room one of these nights and surprise everybody. Surprise, bitches. Rage is back.